I'm planning on living beyond 100 years old without getting sick. And I know for that to happen, I need to put in the work. My name is Mbanda Shyaka. I'm 45 years old, and I am married to my beautiful wife Sylvia. She's here with my two boys, Neza, 16, and Subi, 19. I'm here to talk about transforming my life through living a healthy lifestyle. So my journey started in earnest in lockdown. Many people have talked about lockdown. Things happened in lockdown. Maybe we need to have many of those. Yeah. So it started in lockdown, and before that, I was the quintessential Ugandan man, hunting for money day and night, drinking beers and other types of alcohol every evening for the last 27 years, eating pork regularly as a pastime, binging on social media. Basically, I was the common guy. And because of that, I gained a lot of weight. I was about 89 kilograms plus or minus 2. I was a big guy. I had chronic heartburn. My stomach was always giving me issues from the irritation of the alcohol. So basically I was not on a good path. On a good path. I was heading towards preventable diseases, diminished quality of life, and an early grave. We were told in lockdown that COVID-19 was attacking people that have diminished immunity. And there were two types of people, overweight people and elderly. Both of them shared a common denominator of a diminished immune system. So we were told to exercise. We were also told that exercise would help us to manage our stress levels that would be associated with lockdown. Getting locked in the house, loss of jobs and all that were going to cause stress, and that stress was going to affect our immunity. So what we needed to do was to bring down the stress through exercise. So I started exercising. We also had a lot of internet usage during the lockdown. Mine was YouTube, and on YouTube I met the Indian Buddhist sage called Satguru. And Satguru taught me the power of meditation, the power to transform an ordinary human being to an extraordinary human being. And I remember I could not even sit 5 minutes in meditation. But over time I practiced, and now meditation forms the foundation, bare foundation of my life. We've been told that the recommendation algorithm for YouTube usually recommends extreme content for whatever topic that you are looking at. So whatever topic it is that you're looking at, the algorithm recommends something extreme. For me, they recommended someone called Elitom Elamin. He is a breatharian teacher. Elitom does not eat food and does not drink water. Currently now, Elitom is walking from Cape Town in South Africa and going to Siberia, Russia. He's walking all around the world. And as we speak, he has reached Tanzania, all the way from South Africa, and he's going to pass through Uganda. I'm hoping that when he comes into Uganda, I'll be able to walk with him, because Elitom's message really resonated with me. Elitom's message, forget even about not eating or not drinking, is about a message of health and self-empowerment. Elitom's message taught me that I'm the most important thing in the world to myself, and that working on me is the most important project I could ever embark on. That within me, I am enough, and I have the qualities and the power to get life fulfillment just as a billionaire with a yacht. I really, really love this message. and I decided to follow him like the disciples followed Jesus. So I would like to share my schedule with you for the day. I think this schedule is what keeps me busy and prevents me from going back into bad ways, but I believe that also it is a schedule that is building my mental strength and turning me into the man that I wish my children become. So at 5 a.m. I wake up, I do my Anapanasati meditation. This is a very easy meditation. Once again, you just focus on your breath, in and out. It requires a lot of focus because your mind wanders, you go into business, you go into what, then you bring it back to the breath. But it is a practice. You get better and better every day. So I do it for 1.5 hours, then I go back to sleep. At 8:30 I get up, 9 o'clock, I do my exercises. And just to give you an idea of the exercises I do right now, I do 1,500 jumps of the rope, 600 jumping jacks, 250 bodyweight squats, and 100 push-ups. After that, I do breath work, and after that, I do a chanting meditation, and I'm done. Then I go and do my freshening up, and after that, I go into deep work, working on my businesses, working at Karibu Shop, working at Code Impact, and another business I'm doing with my sons called Cartel. At 2 p.m. I have my first meal, which is really just usually millet porridge. I like millet porridge because I'm from Kabale. Yeah, so I just have that. And then 3 to 4 p.m. I'm very much involved in community work where I live. I'm a Rotarian. I am also a minister for information in my community of Arkwright City. Yeah, so I do that work. 4 p.m. to 6, which is the most difficult for me because, it's hard, man. I do Qigong training and meditation, Every day, between 4 and 6, I do that standing meditation, that standing Qigong, up to 6. 6 to 7, whatever my wife has cooked, I eat. Then from 7 to 10, I'm involved in deep study because I want to make my mind strong, just the way my body is getting stronger. And I want to become a lifelong learner, meaning that on the day I'm dying tomorrow, I will be studying. Yeah, so there I do online courses on a regular basis. Then at 10, I do some exercise, usually body weight, push-ups, tricep dips or whatever. And then I have my last meditation, which is the Om meditation. I freshen up and I go to bed. Out of this, I have been able to do one thing which they call lifelong learning. When I discovered, I'm in the education sector, so when I discovered massive online learning courses in about 2013, I tried to take courses and I couldn't finish them because I lacked endurance, I lacked self-belief. But when I started this lifestyle, which, by the way, all these things I do every day, and now I'm able to learn on a daily basis. I'm doing online courses. Every evening I'm studying. This year, which is when I really began, I've been able to have 6 courses completed, certified. Yeah, I am also into long distance walking, like I said, and I put my long distance walks on social media, so I'm a long distance walker of repute, and I'm able to cover long miles, 50, 40, so I stay in Arkwright in Bwewaja, but then I go to Chira to visit my brother's children, and it's amazing. And I get all that energy from breath work and from Qigong. I'm also a very ardent spiritual seeker. Through my daily practice of meditation, Qigong, and breath work, I've been able to connect deeper with my higher self, or with God, or with the universe, as you may like to call it, and my life has become ever the better. I've been able to lose weight. I was 89 kilos. I wish they had shown you some pictures here. You couldn't believe. But now I'm 62. Yeah, which is usually the weight of marathoners, guys like Eliot Kipchoge, those high-class people. That's where I'm rolling right now. And I've been able to quit addictions. 2 addictions I had. I had an addiction for alcohol. I had an addiction for marijuana, weed. I had been drinking alcohol for like 27 years or something. I'm 45, but I discovered weed when I was 39 years old. So 5 years, I've been enjoying Mary Jane. Yeah, yeah, but alcohol was a problem for me because the hangovers, I could not meditate in the morning. And because it was causing me joint pains, I could not exercise properly. So one time in last year, about May, I decided one morning that I had quit. I have stopped alcohol. This is the big elephant in the room. I'm tired of it. It is stopping me from being the man that I want to be. And the most amazing thing is that I never suffered from cravings, or I never suffered from temptation of going back, you know? But I attribute that to my discipline. The discipline of Qigong, meditation, exercise, and all that. Weed, in March this year, I went to Kabale to see my mother. I took a long walk from Kabale town to the border of Rwanda, Katuna, and back. It was a 46-kilometer walk. On that walk, I contemplated deeply about how weed was causing me mental fog and clouding my perception. And I agreed with myself that mental clarity, clarity of perception is very important for 2 things: for spiritual transcendence, if you really want to go further in spirituality, and also for improving my life, because I would like to live an elite lifestyle of a highest potential. And I knew that if I was going to achieve those, I needed my mind to be clear on a daily basis. So when I finished that walk, I will never forget, I told my mother, by the way, that thing you have been complaining about, we have stopped. Yeah. And the good thing is that, once again, there's nothing like, oh, temptation, don't be near people who are what? No, it's not there. And it's not there, once again, because of my practices. I actually wish that if you are struggling with an addiction where you are, exercise might even be better than seeing a psychiatrist. Yeah, it might be exercise. If you add meditation, even the better. Things happen to you. Your whole structure, your whole makeup changes. This is how I live my life on a daily basis. I like it because it is structured. It's very hard for me to sacrifice. By the time I come to visit you, it means I may have sacrificed my Qigong. By the time I come to the bar, it means that I have sacrificed my online classes. So I find that living a structured life has made me freer than ever before. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you can get some inspiration out of it.